What's going on, everybody? Get the Raging Rob here. Let me turn my TV down. I had to restart my video. I was 5 minutes into my video and my video cut off. My question and answer. So I already answered a few questions, but I got to redo it. So who's this?
My fellow Americans, the state of our union is none of your damn business.
Fuck this fucking liberal piece of shit. Fucking Stephen Colbert. I can't stand it. Suck my fucking. Anyway, okay. Let's get to the Q&A. Alright. I'm going to restart this. Okay. First question comes from 40-year-old Salsa Manipulator of Puppets. Do you believe in the banking system? I don't. What's a good method of storing money? Well, there's a saying out there. That saying is, don't put all your don't put all your eggs in the same basket. And that's what I do. I don't put my eggs in the same basket. I have a savings account, checking account. I got money in stocks, cryptocurrency, which crypto you can't really trust it, but if you play your cards right, buy low. When it drops, people freak out. Oh my God, the price of Bitcoin's dropping. But that's when you buy in, and then when it takes off, and you sell. So if you play your cards right, sort of like the stock exchange. Play your cards right, buy low, sell high. Got money in cash and what was it, bonds, IRA, property. I don't trust the Federal Reserve. I don't trust the banks. They're a bunch of crooked assholes, so I have a bunch of cash out in a different place, in a location unknown. So I got money in 15 different places. So if one end crashes, I'm okay in 14 other places. So put your money in different places. That's what I do. I think it's a good idea because you know, invest in gold and silver. Gold and silver is a good idea. I bought a lot of gold and silver and precious metals because the value goes, up. Property. If you could buy like a cheap piece of land, even if you buy like a $500 piece of land in Detroit, 20 years, you could have a profit. So, but anyway, that's just what I recommend. The banking system's a fraud. I don't trust it. So I have other things that, like crypto and stocks and gold and silver, and because I don't trust the banking system. Absolutely not. Any fool that keeps all their money, puts all the money in the bank is a fool. Next question comes from Genials. This is actually Barnabas Reynolds' questions. He has 8 questions, so I'm going to go through it. Number 1, are you going to be mad at Melania if she chooses to convert to Islam? Not really. I don't really have... I'm not like most conservatives. They hate Muslims. I don't really hate Muslims. I hate Islam. Gays and homosexuals is another story. Transgenders, that's another story. I'm not going to go there. But Muslims, I don't really have a problem with Muslims. I do believe in the freedom of religion. It's Islam, the religion, that's evil. Kill all infidels or whatever they teach. So, I've worked with Muslims before in a warehouse and, in trucking. So, I don't really have a big problem with Muslims. So, I probably won't like it. But it's not a reason for me to, divorce her. Because I dated a Roman Catholic once. I dated a Catholic. I dated an atheist. I dated a Mormon. I never dated a Muslim, though. But anyway, next question. Are you mad at Andy for making Melania look bad? And do you think he's making up all these stories about her because he's jealous of you? I don't know what stories that is, but whatever. He's jealous, yeah, whatever. I think he is kind of, maybe a little bit jealous. Number 3, I know Melania hates Genials, but is Genials welcome at your wedding? Yes, Genials is welcome at my wedding, as well as Mongo, J-Ron Williams, Jamal Williams, the Williams brothers, David in Atlanta, the A-Bomb, Biblical Adrian, Blake Loman, Sippin' Salsa, Kyle Myers, Joseph Martelli. Who else is invited? Fred O'Hill. Meek Mill, he's invited too. I'll invite Donald Trump as well. Next question. Number 4. If you could have breakfast with any famous person, who would you pick and what breakfast meal would you eat? I would have breakfast with Donald Trump at Denny's. Number 5. Or Polly Walnuts. There you go. Polly Walnuts at Denny's. Number 5. Have you forgiven Meek Mill, or are you waiting on Gene House to hire her so she can sue Meek Mill? I forgive him. I'm a Christian. I'm a forgiving person. She better hurry up and get that lawyer degree. I got some people to sue. Number 6, do you think Mongo will ever lose weight, or will he have to go to Mexico to get weight loss surgery? That fat piece of shit is not going to do any... Going to Mexico is going to do nothing. Didn't do nothing for Wings of Redemption. I just think they need to lay out the fast food. Exercise like I do. I went down to 163 pounds, but I had a couple days off work. I think I went back up to 170 this weekend. I don't know. I'll get burned off again. Not a big deal. Next question. What do you think happened to Albert? Is he still alive, or is he at some Chinese restaurant? I think Albert's still alive. I really do. Whatever happened to El Presidor's cat, Chinky? I don't know. I never heard about Chinky. What happened to Chinky? Number 8. How do you explain the dinosaur bones? Dinosaur bones is fake. I don't believe the dinosaurs ever existed. I believe Satan scattered the bones throughout the planet so scientists could discover them to divert man from God. I believe the earth is only 10,000 years old. So dinosaur bones are actually bones from demons from hell. I don't believe that dinosaurs ever existed. I think it's a lie. I believe the earth has only been here 10,000 years. I don't believe in aliens. I believe that they are also demons from hell. Next question comes from TTF Beastmaster. Did you know that the TTF has had Aaron Michael Swan, a.k.a. Bozo, sleepless for 31 days? No, I didn't know that. I mean, Aaron Swan, I gotta give it to him. He's a biblical fucking beast. Oregon Thumb, Joker's Wild, also known as Aaron Swan. That guy's a fucking monster. Sleep for 31 days? Yeah, he's probably high on that, well, he's from Oregon, so they got a lot of meth heads up there. He's probably shooting that meth, and that's how he stays alive. Hey, think about this. Fed Smoker goes to Oregon. Maybe Aaron Swan and Fed Smoker were selling meth together or something. I don't know. Or you got some kind of connection there. They both go to Oregon a lot. Or Fed Smoker goes to Oregon a lot. So, I don't know. Maybe Aaron Swan's a buyer. How else is Aaron Swan stay awake and troll like this? He's got to be shooting something. Next question comes from Biblical Adrian. Can you review Godzilla King of the Monsters? Movie looks biblical. There's so many Godzilla movies out, I can't even keep track of them anymore. Hollywood can't produce anything worth a damn anymore. All they're making now is cartoons and fucking stupid Disney shit and remakes of shit. They got another Godzilla movie coming out. I don't care about Godzilla. I stopped watching that. I never watched Godzilla. I was just never into it. King Kong and all that bullshit. The only thing close to Godzilla I was interested in was that one movie. I can't think of that fucking movie. John Goodman was in the second part of it. What the hell was the name of that movie? Where this monster took over New York City. It was basically a movie where this guy was videotaping the whole thing, and this monster took over New York City. It came out a few years ago. Can't think of the name of that movie. And they made a second part where John Goodman was in a basement for like the entire movie with this girl, and I can't think of the name of that movie, but that's like the only monster movie I really care for. Next question comes from Roach Infestation. What do you think about So Real Jinx trash talking about your fiance and you 24/7? Well, now that he's got, I think that me, Milani, and El Presador got this slob on strings. I've had him on strings the last 4.5 years. That's, look at his videos. 90% me and El Presador. And whatever happened to Kaina Ooh, his biggest fan? He was dancing for that Gamer MD83 for a while. Next question comes from TTF Beastmaster. Megan, aka Pete Carroll's Gum, has been selling pills out of the hospital she works at as a nurse. Should we get Genos on the case? Kukaginga! I thought Genos was a civil lawyer, not a criminal. Well, I don't know. Maybe she is a criminal lawyer. I have no knowledge of Pete Carroll's Gum selling pills out of her. I don't know if she is. I'm not accusing her. I'm just saying if she is, then, well, that's on her. Maybe, hey, she lives in Washington, right? Maybe she's, like I said, maybe she's got some kind of connection to Fed Smoker. Oh, yeah, Fed Smoker won't come back to Washington. He got ran out of town in Walla Walla. Ask Guard Dog about that. He won't come back to Washington. Next question comes from SoSlob187. He asks, why are you better at life than SoSlob? Do I really have to explain that? There's a ton of reasons I'm better at life than him. I'm a Trump supporter. He's a Democrat leeching on our tax dollars. The guy lives in a halfway apartment, what they call Section 8 housing. I gotta work so he can live. My taxes pay his salary. That's why I'm better at life than him. Next question comes from The Sanchez Speaks. Should I be with Ladna instead of Dredd? I think so. Dredd is a slob. Dredd is a nerd. And I'm not sure if The Sanchez Speaks is a masculine guy, but that's the kind of guy she's into. Extreme Dread is definitely masculine. Next question comes from Dodge Challenger. I mean, this guy Sanchez, he went on video expressing his love for Ladna, or Rosie, or whatever her name. So, I gotta give the guy credit. At least he tried. Next question comes from Dodge Challenger. Who is more of a cheapskate, you or Extreme Dread? Milani said you were very cheap, and your ring was so cheap, you threw it on the side of the road. How much my ring was nobody's business, but I'm not. I guess I could be kind of a cheapskate. I do go to Walmart and the flea market for clothes. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I don't see the point. Even though I got lots and lots of money. Well, I wouldn't have lots and lots of money if I spent it on stupid shit. So, and most of these companies at the mall, they bash my president, so fuck them. I don't do business with them. I boycott Calvin Klein now because of that gay stuff. Check out my previous videos. So I only buy my clothes at Goodwill, Salvation Army, the flea market, and Walmart. Why should I spend a lot of money on clothes? Next question comes from Rosie Aleek. Is it true you've hooked up with the guy? No, it's not true. In 2006, I had a coworker who befriended me, and I later found out that he was a faggot. Okay? Coincidence, his sister just happened to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So, met his sister, very nice lady. But anyway, she was with some douchebag boyfriend at the time, and we hit it off pretty good, and we, But this guy was gay, and he tried to, I guess he got jealous of. I don't know. The guy was gay. I guess he had an ex-wife who really betrayed him, and he turned gay, and he wanted to try to, get with me, and I had to cut him off. So anyway, next question comes from Chuck the Evil Sandwich Making Guy. Favorite type of sandwich? Cheeseburger, only lettuce and onion. Next question comes from Alpha Angler. As a trucker, what type of drivers bother you the most? The type of drivers that bother me the most is these stupid fucks that hang in the middle of fucking lane at 60 fucking miles an hour. Well, I can't go to the third lane because I got a violation up in Wyoming. Truckers aren't allowed in the third lane, depending on what state you're in. In Texas, you're allowed in every fucking lane. California, right too. Wyoming, most of the state only has 2 right lanes, but I was going uphill and I was in the third lane and I got a warning. So these fuckers that stay in the fucking middle lane at 60 fucking miles an hour really piss me the fuck off. I'm sick of that shit. And they get mad because, this trucker passed me on the right. Next question comes from Biblical Adrian. Can you do reaction videos of drivers brake checking semi-trucks? Yes, I'll do that. I'll look up some YouTube videos of that, and I'll do some reactions. Next question comes from He Proud Blackman. He asks, do you think John James wins the Senate seat in Michigan in 2020? Yes. I voted for him this last election. He lost. John James is a true conservative. He's a black guy, and he's married to a white girl. That doesn't matter. That proves I'm not a racist. I voted for him for Senate, but he lost to fucking Debbie Stabenow. Fucking Democrat. Turn this thing off. How do you turn this thing off? Fuck. Hold on. I don't know. Anyway, I'll deal with it. Next question comes from White Woman Against Trump. She asked, you ever thought about getting laser eye surgery, and would you be scared of the procedure? I got laser eye surgery after my husband left me, and it hurt when they cut into my eye. I just did a DOT physical, and I got 20/20 vision. I don't need laser eye surgery. I got no cataracts. I got 20/20 vision. There's no reason for me to get laser eye surgery. And it's laser, so I don't trust it. Radiation and shit, so it causes brain cancer. So I'm not getting it. What the fuck? Try to turn this thing off. How do you turn it off? Okay. Couldn't find the off button. Okay. Inside my cheap $49 hotel. Next question comes from Brefix. When was the last time you picked your nose and went gold digging? I've never picked my nose in my life. That's disgusting. Gold digging, they got some place in Arkansas where you can actually dig for gold. I've never been there, but I like to go there. And whatever you find is yours. Next question comes from Raging Rob World Federation of Beast. Who is the bigger puppet, So Slob or Extreme Dread? As of lately, Extreme Dread. But overall, in my YouTube career, So Slob 187, hands down. Next question comes from Phase Smokey is Pathetic. What are your thoughts on Smokey Dog? Smokey Dog, he's kind of like Only Use Me Blade. They both banned. He Only Use Me Blade, Smokey Dog, and 8 Camel Toes all have something in common. They all banned me from the live stream because they couldn't take the heat. Only Use Me Blade, that fat motherfucker. Yeah, he banned me over and over from his live stream. Smokey Dog. Obama supporter. What a nerd. Next question comes from TTF Kyle Myers. Why is Melania so overbearing? Who cheated on her that made her insecure? What? Nobody cheated on her. Next question comes from Land Lather. Why are you a lazy trucker that pisses in bottles? I don't piss in bottles. I never pissed in a bottle in my life, and I've been trucking for 15 years. That's disgusting. I'd use a urinal if I have to. I mean, I try not to do this, but I'll piss on the side of the road, like up in the trees if I have to. I try not to, because some states would charge you as a sex offender. So, depending on what state you're in. I know here in Arizona, sex offender. But I would never piss in a bottle. It's fucking disgusting. And I'm not a lazy trucker. A lot of these fucking fat fucks are like over 300 pounds because they never fucking exercise. You know, I do a lot of work outside my truck, so I'm not a lazy trucker. Next question comes from Sarah Valentine. What does your arm look like when you flex it? Please relay your question to Melanie Kennison. Next question comes from Anthony Michael. What kind of false flag do you think the New World Order Global Elite are trying to stage in the next year or so? The mass shooting thing is getting kind of old, so I think maybe another 9/11, a 9/11, a beast, like a 9/11 on steroids. So that's probably going to happen. Maybe a nuclear attack, I don't know. Next question comes from Kyle Myers. TTF Kyle Myers. Is Melania a Muslim, and why are you going to the Philippines when she's in Saudi Arabia? I'm going on vacation. Okay? I need some time to myself, and she's not a Muslim. Next question comes from Fed Smoker Hidden Sight. How small do you think Aaron Swan's little pecker is? 1.5 inches. Jerome Williams commented, said Aaron Swan shoots steroids into his ass because he lacks manhood already. I can't imagine how small it actually is. Why is Jerome Williams interested in Aaron Swan's dick? I don't know. Sort of sounds like an extreme dread thing, you know? He's interested in my penis size. Next question comes from TTF Kyle Myers again. Do you run reefer or dry van? I run both. What's your favorite city to visit? I like LA. I like LA. It's Phoenix, LA. I don't know. I love going to Texas. Atlanta's alright. Miami's good. I like Miami. The beaches down there. So probably Miami or LA because I love the beach. Next question comes from Duckhead. Do you ever get bit by bed bugs staying at those cheap hotels? I've never been bit by bed bugs. I've seen bed bugs, I think, twice in my years at these cheap hotels. Indianapolis, Indiana, a few months ago was so bad I had to get another room. But I've never been bit. Next question comes from TTF Beastmaster. Aaron Swan Bozo hasn't slept in 31 days. Do you think the TTF will make him go for 90 days? If he keeps shooting meth, yes. At least, it haunts his dreams, especially the biblical electric Messiah, Goyinga. Next question comes from Nitro Junkie. Were you banned from Planet Fitness? You're blowing up like a hot air balloon. No, I'm not banned from Planet Fitness. I just joined last month. Next question comes from Rosie Aleek. Who's Natalia, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader? That's the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader of the gay guy that tried to get with me. The sister of the gay guy that tried to get with me in 2006. And she also asked, is it true you once slept with the gay man at a motel because you were mad his sister rejected you? She didn't reject me, number one. She cheated on her boyfriend with me. The fuck? Somebody's outside my door. Hold on. I never slept with the gay man. Phoenix, Arizona, man. I think my camera's going to cough for 33 minutes, so I got to make this quick. Next question comes from Faye Smoky Welfare recipient. Do you think that Trump is part of the New World Order global elite since he sent in 5,000 troops to the Middle East for no reason? After campaigning or bringing the troops home and ending the wars. He's going after Iran. It's about damn time we do something with Iran. They harbor terrorists. Next question comes from Lara Luma's #1 fan. What are your thoughts on Kyle Gustav getting hammered by the media for calling his friends a nigger jock? I didn't hear about this, but if that's what he did, more power to him. Next question comes from Rosie Aleek. Who is Kalisa? She's a black girl I fucked back in 2009. Next question comes from Fap Material. Do you ever drink any alcoholic beverages? If so, what you drink? Once in a while I have a beer. I like Corona, also known as Mexican piss. I don't like American beer. I really don't. Next question comes from Kyle Myers. Who is the biggest no-life loser? So Slob or Aaron Bozo Swan? I'm going to have to say So Slob. At least Aaron Bozo Swan works out. And he's a biblical beast. He's just a jobless loser. Just like, he's a fucking welfare recipient, just like So Slob. But at least he works out. So I'll give him that. Next question comes from Office Carnival HD. Officer Carnival HD. Do you like some Tommy Parky time? Who's that faggot? Next question comes from Sarah Valentine. Is your wife real? You said you broke up with her last week, and whoever dated her from that point on, what did you do with her? None of your damn business. Next question comes from Sippin' Soft staff administrator. Have you ever stayed at a hotel where they changed the sheets? Or you seen something nasty like a used condom or a dead rat under the bed? No. Next question comes from Captain Kirk Games. Do you like NHL hockey? Yes. Detroit Red Wings is my favorite team. I've been to a few Detroit Red Wings games. Arizona Coyotes is another favorite of mine. And the Dallas Stars. Next question comes from Hey Proud Black Man. Do you think Extreme Dread is an Xbox or PS4 kind of guy? Considering he is a fat fanboy of Smokey Dog, he probably likes the PA4 because the PS4 controller is made for people with small hands. The last time I played PlayStation was PlayStation 2. I never played PlayStation 3. I never played PlayStation 4, so I don't know anything about PlayStation since I haven't played PlayStation since PlayStation 2, so I'm an Xbox person, so I gotta be honest, I think he's a PS4 kind of guy. Most of those nerds are PS4. Xbox is for beast. He's not a beast. Next question comes from Smokey Dog's right nipple. How long until you lose all that weight? Tomorrow I'll get on a treadmill and lose all the weight that I gained. It's Memorial Day weekend. Next question comes from Kyle Myers. What's between you and Ladna? Nothing. Nitro Junkie responded with about 2.5 a fat guy noodle. Okay. Next question comes from Kyle Myers. Why is Dread making you dance? Oh, I just watched an Extreme Dread video. He made me dance. Fuck. God, man. Fuck Extreme Dread. He keeps making me dance. Next question comes from Roach Infestation. Have you ever been in a fight with a teacher or boss before? No. Back when I was in elementary school, in 5th grade, there was a student in my classroom that stabbed a teacher with the glass cup. He smashed the glass cup that the teacher had. Coffee mug, that's what it was. He smashed the coffee mug and took a piece of the coffee mug and stabbed the teacher. I'm not making this up. That happened when I was in 5th grade. Yeah, I've never been in a fight with a teacher or boss. I've been in a fight with students, but, fellow students of mine. I almost got into a fight with a security guard when I was 19. Anyway, next question comes from Roach Infestation. What's the craziest trucker story you ever had that happened at night while you were awake or sleeping? Nashville, Tennessee. I was behind my curtain. I heard something in my truck. I had my windows halfway open because it was really hot. And in my truck, I told him to get the fuck out of my truck. And he got out. I pulled out my knife and he got out. That was crazy. He just came in my truck. Nashville, Tennessee. This is like 2007, I think. Roach Infestation. What would you do if you woke up and was as fat and hideous looking as So Will James? Next question comes from Sob60. When is your next trip to the Philippines? I don't want to give that away because of trolls, but I'll be going back there soon. Next question comes from Extreme Dread. When will you lose the triple chin and extend your woodpecker? My woodpecker is extended enough. I don't have a triple chin, I have a double chin. Next question comes from... No, wait. Next question comes from Smoky Dog 7 Hilarious Meltdown. Why do you hate the sport of baseball? Because it's fucking boring, that's why. It's just like golf. Jesus Christ, my grandpa used to watch baseball all the time. I'm like, oh my God. Every time I go, when I was a kid, I went over to my grandpa's. He was always watching baseball. Ugh. He actually died watching baseball. I'm not making this up. My grandpa died of cancer at the age of 80 in 1993, I say? No, 91. And he died watching baseball. He was watching baseball on TV and he just died right there in bed. 80 years old. Crazy. Next question comes from Alpha Angler. Ever been in a fist fight? Yes. Next question comes from Hefal Blackman. Do you think Trump wins the black vote in 2020? Oh yeah, definitely. He won the black vote in 2016. Next question comes from Joker's Wild. Who is better looking, Genos or Ladna? Ladna puts so much chemical makeup on her face, it aged her horribly, and Genos is a sexy person. Genos is better looking. She's older. She's 24, 25. Something like that? Oh, yeah. I'm into dark-skinned women. I'm not into white women, so. Next question comes from Lord of the Predator. What would you do in a 1v1 Call of Duty match? Okay, who would win in a 1v1 Call of Duty match? You were Extreme Dread. I don't play Call of Duty that much, so probably Extreme Dread. Grand Theft Auto, I'll definitely win. Next question comes from Fred O'Hill. How much money did you spend on the rings? And will you be attending my wedding? Yes, I'll attend your wedding. I'm being cold next summer. Okay. I gotta cut it. Next question comes from Smoky Dog Midlife Crisis Children's Game. Whose YouTube channel is better and why? So Real James or Extreme Dread? Gotta be honest, Extreme Dread's probably better. So Real's gameplay is just hideous. Next question comes from Aaron Wisman. Are you Christian or a Catholic? I am a Christian. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I think my camera's going to cut off. It cuts off at 33 minutes. I might have to do this in 2 parts. Next question comes from Rosie Alik. Why do you dance instead of calmly explaining to people that something isn't true? I don't know what the hell she's talking about. You mean about the dinosaur bones? Is my camera going to cut off at 33 minutes? Come on, man. Nope. I thought it was. Next question comes from Milani Kennison. Have you ever got infections like STD, HIV, and